Hey guys, Pentagon Thief 1 here, and as you can see, I'm fucking up right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna shit myself. This is
number 15.
Oh crap! It's top 15 scariest YouTube video with links. I'm probably not gonna watch the whole video, so bits of it will be cut out. So if you want to go watch the whole video, the link to this video will be in the description. So let's get into this.
Obey the Walrus. This video obtained its fame a while back from the confusing and creepy vibe it radiates. It's a very old video, and the quality shows that. It features very creepy and childish
I'll tell you guys,
that plays over footage of a transvestite wearing a pink dress and walking around in a distorted
tell you
manner.
when I'm scared.
Towards
like,
the end,
I'm not scared.
You get a zoom in of the person's
Just
expressionless face
I'm not
before
actually
we are
scared.
faced with a photo of a walrus. The video originally surfaced with the same title in a Spanish language. People began creating reaction videos, which usually went one of two ways. Either they laughed uncontrollably, or they were frozen with fear. The video soon came with a myth that it was created by a Latin American cult known as La Morsa, aka the Walrus, and it is said that bad things would happen after watching the video. Again, there has been research put into this video.
Right, if bad things are meant to happen after watching the video, don't record it and make a video of it. Jesus, I'm sorry guys, I probably just got you all cursed or something. Like, shit.
That found it was actually just footage used from the actor's life documentary titled The Goddess Bunny. The actor is named Johnny Baima, and he suffers from polio. He has spoken about going through a lot of sexual abuse as a child, and irrelevantly becoming a drag queen model. Chances are that someone just took footage from his film, made it creepy or funny depending how you see it, and posted it for attention. As for the differing feelings that come alongside this video, it's actually very psychological. The color scheme that the video is set in, the tune of music, and the unknowingness of what is happening tampers with the way our brain processes things, and the fear that it pulls out of some people is very, very real.
Like 10 seconds.
Number 14. I feel fantastic.
I really don't.
Yet another viral and terrifying video that graced YouTube. This one is a blonde robot in the middle of what is probably a living room, singing a strange and high-pitched song that includes the lyrics, "I feel fantastic," and to top off the creep factor, "Please leave, run, run, run." The robot does change positions a few times, and towards the end, she's even in a new outfit. It should be mentioned that midway through the strange music video, there's a random shot of the backyard. The earliest upload of this was in 2009. Many people began saying that the robot was created by a serial killer, as some form of statue bride. The shot to the backyard was allegedly a shot of where the killer buried his victims, and the things the robot sings are to reflect what the killer wishes his victims would have said while being murdered. This mostly came about because the description on the video tells about the story in Greek mythology of Pygmalion.
Wait, so he said his victims would say, "Please run, run, run." That might be derping, but I don't think that makes sense.
A man who made a statue bride because he was so fed up with the impure women that surrounded him. However, the true story behind the strange singing robot is actually a lot less creepy.
Further away from impure.
It's still kind of weird. This was all actually a music project done by John Bergeron. Back in 2004, he built this android which he named Terra, and programmed her to sing songs that he wrote and recorded. He continued to sell the videos online, so this probably came from someone who was crazy enough to make a purchase, as there has never been proof of him having a YouTube account. This was actually a brilliant idea that wound up being horribly executed. As for the strange cutscene to the backyard, it's still unexplained, but it was most likely just an attempt to add some cinematic beauty to the video. Although, The page cannot be
Probably
found
like
now.
sex with
There
it or
has been
something.
proof that the music videos were sold back in the early days of the site. Considering there has been no activity from Bergeron since 2004, we can live out the rest of our lives safely knowing there will be no more Terra videos. Number 13, Agamemnon Counterpart. This video basically starts out as confusing, but you can't stop watching. Even as you stare at the scream in horror and disbelief, you probably won't stop it. The video starts out with a crummy old school VHS warning, which is followed by on-screen text that reads, "A video cassette was found in a pile of rubble on the ruins of a certain blue planet. What you are about to witness will not be the contents of the aforementioned cassette. This is an entirely different recording, which is shown next to what could be the intro to a very low-budget children's show, as it features cartoon characters, bright colors, and displays the title, 'Let's Make a New Friend.' However, not long into the video, screaming begins. Like uncontrollable, someone is about to get murdered type screaming.
I literally just had a shiver down my entire
We see a few
body,
more
like,
trippy
my legs
shots, with tons more
shiver.
screaming and overly
It's like
happy
pins and
background
needles kind
music,
of thing.
and the video ends.
It's like
Rumors
Teletubbies with that
immediately
sun,
began
and the
spreading
babies
that
like,
the video is actually once footage from a popular Japanese rape murder case. Apparently, the cartoon footage covered up the
that fish?
video, but not the audio. However, when you look at the description of the original posting, it stated, "Drawings by Jason Kovac, aka Dave from 2001,
that's just weird.
D2K1. Research leads to DK21, meaning Destination Imagination 2001. From there we can find that this video was a strange art project that got uploaded in 2006. Looking even deeper has exposed that the audio and screaming are both from vintage movies, so the rape murder theory is completely false. As for the title, or the meaning behind the video, there's not one. Jason Kovac has yet to release any information about its confusing title or complex meaning. Just take a look, maybe you'll be able to find some deep and powerful meaning within these terrifying screams. Number 12, username 666.
I've seen
This
one, I know
popular
this
video
thing.
is based on an even more popular
You type it in and it
creepypasta.
like
It's probably
changes
been
your
seen by
browser
many.
and it's like
it involves a YouTube
devils
channel
and
by
stuff.
the name of username
I ain't trying it.
666. The person controlling the computer finds that the account has been suspended. Then they go on to refresh about 50 times. Things start to become redder and redder,
Yeah,
and the
this is
majority
it.
of the text becomes 666. One more refresh leads to the account with videos of twisting and disturbing babies, as well as a woman drowning. This video is obviously created solely for the creepypasta, and it's not real whatsoever. If you
Sorry
look
for
up the
that window
channel though,
sound.
it does say it has been suspended. This implies that the channel did exist at one point. While it could have been a demonic and truly freaky account, there's no proof for that. That aside, however,
But you can't
the
close
thought
this
is still
tab yet.
terrifying. Plus, there are several softwares and programs that can be used to replicate this effect for scaring friends, or, you know, whatever you would need that for. Take a look. Number 11, Cursed Kleenex Commercial. The following ad for tissues is creepier than it needs to be. As you will see, there is a small child that seems to have their body painted a dark orange. The child is sporting green hair and some sort of magical horn. Meanwhile, the woman next to the child, possibly a mother, makes loving gestures towards the child before letting a tissue fly into the air. All the while, this creepy slow song is playing in the back. Kleenex released this commercial in mid-1986, and it immediately received negative feedback. People claimed that the song in the background was a Russian demonic ritual chant that sang about dying. There were also numerous claims that the commercial would change depending on what time of day it was shown. For example, in the afternoon, it would be overall normal, but if it ever aired past midnight, it was distorted and even more terrifying. After
Let me guess,
becoming
there's no
fed up with
footage of it
complaints,
being distorted
Kleenex
and
took the
terrifying.
commercial down and it was never aired again. However, that didn't stop it from eventually being spread all over the world of YouTube. People began uploading and sharing and even posting videos of themselves watching the commercial at midnight to show how distorted it really became.
Lo and behold, nothing happened.
It's a fine day, people open windows, they leave their houses just for a short while. They walk by the grass and they look at the grass, they look at the sky. It's going to be a fine day tonight.
Yeah, but that was probably the video, so it's probably like that the whole time. He just clicked on this video when it was midnight. I think if it was real, the guy got all creeped out.
Once all of this
Oh,
came
okay.
about,
Wow.
rumors began that all of those involved in creating the commercial died in some freak way. Everyone from the cameraman to the two actors. It was even said that anyone who simply watched the commercial would die. None of it was true though.
Yeah, no
the
shit.
actress, Kiko Matsuzaka, has been proven to still be alive, and many of the YouTube videos that were posted past midnight were also proven to have been edited or faked in some fashion. Furthermore, the song
Really?
in the
Never
background
would have
isn't
guessed
Russian
that.
at all. It's a song in English by Jane and Barton.
It's a fine day, people open windows, they leave their houses just for
This
a
is taking too long.
short while. The grass
That one
and
looks
they look at
creepy
the
as fuck.
grass, they look at the sky. It's going to be a fine night.
The commercial probably just looking for some way to
That's part
explain
of
it. Number 10, there is nothing.
I'm fucking up. I'm gonna have nightmares.
This is
after
possibly
like
one of the
shit.
most scary videos on the list, depending on your own personal tastes. We see some young girl, or possibly doll, sitting at a dinner room table. A bull sits in front of her,
Man, I'm
and
watching
there's a
Vines
fire
after
behind
this.
her through the window. Her stare is so strong and creepy that you almost can't look at her while she stares straight into your soul. The first time she speaks,
she
you can't
stares
really
into
make
us.
out what she
I'm
says.
just about to hear it.
The camera zooms out and she drops her face into the
But I
bowl.
wanna know,
When she picks her head back up to
what the
speak
fuck
again,
are these
she
bitches
clearly
thinking
says,
when they're
"There is
recording
nothing."
this? Oh, I know, this will be great. Fuck. Okay, that scared me. Look, man, I've got proper goosebumps. Actually, you definitely can't see that.
The
but
video is
shit.
created by filmmaker and artist David B. Earl. He said that he created the very short film in a way that makes it possible to loop the video over and over again without any clue of where it begins and ends. According to Earl, the piece was inspired by the personal paradoxical desire for empirical proof that there is nothing on the other side of life. Number 9. Performance Olivier de Sagazon. So this video starts out with a pretty average looking guy
Yeah.
having a seat in front of a dark gray
Normal
background.
guy, yeah.
He doesn't say much
Looks
at
like
first.
he's having a sort of
He just
interview.
starts taking his
Even
clothes
though he
off
just
and
said
bathing
he's-
himself in clay, which he paints over and layers
Okay,
on
the fuck?
multiple times. He does begin saying things later in the video in a seemingly exhausted voice. He also makes disturbing noises as he
Gollum.
layers on the clay and paint and cuts eye holes and a mouth opening for himself. Things become pretty disturbing. As the video goes on, things honestly just get worse and worse. There's almost a sense of panic created as you question what is going on and what terrible thing is going to happen next. The video was at one point associated with the creepypasta titled Gateway of the Mind. a story that explains how a group of scientists cut off all of a man's senses, after which he essentially loses his mind. This video doesn't really match up
How
well
can
with
you
that
cut off all-
creepypasta though, considering
Well,
the
I
different
suppose
time periods and general
get rid of
lack
the
of
tongue,
similarity. The shocking video is
eyes,
actually
make
an
someone
art project
deaf.
of the man
You
mentioned
can cut
in
off,
the
like,
title.
you can sever the
Either
nerves
way,
and stuff,
coming
can't
across
you?
something like this will probably cause you to not sleep for several days until you've finished extensive research on this matter.
What the fuck?
Number 8.
Okay,
The-
well, I'm not gonna watch any more, and otherwise the video would be like half an hour long, and I'll try and keep it around 15 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed. If you like these reactions, let me know. I will be happy to do more. I'll probably mostly react to scary things. I'll do some try not to laugh things and whatnot. I'll react to most things really. I like a lot of anime, so I'll probably do some like anime crack things, but no, it'll probably be mostly scary things. Like, my goosebumps have gone down, but I had proper goosebumps. I don't know if I wouldn't say they were scary. They were just really, really fucking creepy. Like, I'm not watching it again. Like, you'd have to be stupid. But shit. Yeah. So I'll link the full video in the description, and if you want to watch them individually, they're all linked in the description of the full video. So if you click on the full video in the description, in the description of that, there'll be the individual links. So I hope you enjoyed Pentagon Thief 1. Over and out. See you in the next video, guys.
I'm so in love with you.